Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time, everyone, we're going to be taking a look at another live stream. This is like the third live stream in days I have done a live stream. I apologize to Devin Hassan that he wasn't able to come for the last live stream, but hey, we can do. All right. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, just real quick, you can see there's the sun glare there. That's okay. Behind me, just going to try and block that as best I can. But basically, a lot of Transformers 5 intrigue. The fact that Drift's going to look different, Hot Rod is confirmed, and so is Squeaks. Gonna be curious to see where that goes. So what else? Hi, Devin. Speaking of which, he also sent me a link to his Mediafire account of pretty much the sound effects used in the Thomas Friends TV series. We'll see where that goes. I might use them. Not saying I'm not going to. It's a definite, like, absolutely, I will use them. I do know that Malafriend62 has his own sound effects, and I mentioned on the previous live stream, so I will certainly do that. Just gonna make sure I credit him because he was, one of the reasons why he's created the sound effects. So yeah. Oh, also, the Ghost Train TV series episode remake that involves Timothy and the deleted scene with Terrence combined is filming done for that. It's in the editing process, and that will take some time. I'm not sure if I will wait till October or I'm gonna upload it this month or next. I don't know. You can decide. Post in the chat or in the comment section below. And yeah, the episode with James I mentioned last live stream filmed, and the Legend of the Last Treasure is also filmed. So filming some for that, just the editing is going to take some time. And I'm also working on the trailer for Tobias and the Devil's Crane that, as I mentioned in 2 live streams ago, involves Roberto, who we saw in a flashback in Thomas and the Fallen Prime. I almost said Tobias. So yeah, what is your favorite sandwich? I eat a lot of sandwiches. I like sandwiches; they're good. But I don't usually go to I usually eat Subways when they're open during the evening hours. I haven't had a breakfast sandwich yet. Usually I have a peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter sandwich, because it's a great source of protein. I eat a lot of protein. I eat a lot of healthy foods. Peanut butter is a good source of protein, but I eat a lot of protein-filled foods. I rarely go to fast food restaurants. Yeah. So maybe you can use the puffing and crashing rallying coaches. Oh, okay, so use the puffing, the crashing, and the coaches and trucks clattering sound effects. I can definitely use those. Yeah. Because and Devon also made a darker version of Duncan's if you remember, Duncan gets spooked. The theme in that episode, he made a darker version of that particular theme. I can certainly use that. 2 viewers. I had 5 in the last live stream, in case you're wondering. But hey, it's a good start, Hopefully we can increase that view total, because I'm not saying that out of pure arrogance. I'm saying that, just to see the intrigue of my channel. But anyway, my friends are lemon, curd, peanut, and jam together and crisp. Okay, cool, awesome. I've never had lemon curd, but I use because when I was little, I used to have peanut butter and jelly and jam. But now it's just peanut butter because it's so good. It's just a great source of protein. It's an excellent source of protein. It's easy to get. It's good for everyone. But unfortunate side is there's some people out there in the world. I'm not saying this to be offensive, but there is some people out there that are allergic to peanut butter, and I totally respect that. Not peanut butter, but peanuts as well. So yeah. All right. So go back to what I was saying. The Ghost Train remake, not the Untold Story Timothy that I did last year. Timothy. It's just the Ghost Train episode, but with the Timothy deleted scene combined with the image. If you remember, and actually Roger Rubenstein pointed out in the last live stream that there's an actual image on the Thomas wiki of Terrence pulling the car line. So, and that proves in the TV series how the cart got there. Because as I said, it was a horse that pulled the cart in the book version. So, I know I'm saying a lot of this, like most of this stuff I'm talking right now is just basically same as the last live stream, and I apologize. But don't worry. In terms of more Transformer reviews, yeah, I still batting zero on the Titans Return figures, as well as the remaining Combiner Wars figures that are out there. Because apparently Leo Kaiser is the last Combiner in the line. Because let's see, I got Victorion, and her review's coming soon. So Copytron, Bruticus, because I have Onslaught, and his review will be coming as soon as it is up on the channel. Skyrain, and Leo Kaiser. So I have 4 combiners left, basically. With the addition of, because apparently Shockwave is supposed to go with Bruticus. I haven't seen the new Legends figures in my area yet. I haven't seen Shockwave or Buzzsaw or whoever, so I think they have Terrence Motor sound effects. Oh, okay, yeah. I've read through the sound effects. But yeah, now if you remember the last live stream that I said, when J Mania pointed out that there was a rumor that there was going to be an LBSC E2 like rebuild or something like that, and that there's none existing out there, and like basically my part on my bucket list is going to go like part of my bucket list is for me to travel on the Flying Scotsman. I would also in terms of a vehicle like from the Railway series, I'd like to be in like Caroline's vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like the vehicle Caroline's based off of, or Birdie or Terrence, maybe Trevor. I actually on Mount Washington, I've seen the exact model of Trevor and George. And that was years ago. Yes, I've downloaded every single theme and sound effect that there is on the yes, Devin, I did download everything. Wait, where'd my third viewer go? Come back. So hold on. If we take a look at no wait. Oh man, that was so funny. Oh, hi, Narrowgauge Studios. which model would be better in order to make a Railway Series Stanley? Luke or Venus Free? Oh, like, honestly, I would try Luke. Try Luke and maybe add some Fearless Freddy bits, you know what I'm saying? Like a custom build engine. Oh, 4 viewers. Devin, why are you talking like that in the chat? Like, okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna activate a barrier so that way that doesn't happen. This has been a running joke in the last few live streams. So I'm gonna do something here. Hocus pocus. Ugh, there we go. So let's try this again. Take a look. See, I didn't fall over. Devin, I forgive you again for your language. I forgive you for your language. Bob the Builder is he is doing something else right now. He is attending to the matter immediately. So that's why I activated this invisible barrier until I'm gonna have to return this new chair. Something's wrong with it. Well, I'm gonna have to talk. I'm gonna have to talk with Bob the Builder on this one, because actually he didn't show up till late. Okay, he didn't show up till like midnight, and he was tired. So he went to bed, got up at 5 this like 2 hours ago. Said, I told him, hey, fix the chair for this live stream. So I'm gonna have to talk with him. So yeah, it's Devin. It's okay. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. I accept your apology. It's okay. It just. Seriously, I will talk to Bob about this. If not, I may have to get Tom Tipper to fix my chair because he has building experience. So, anyway, narrator, hint, hint, twink. Don't worry, Devin. It's okay. You do have a good sense of humor. So do I. So we pretty much have something in common. Rick Mercer is the master when it comes to amazing rants and segments. I actually met him a couple years ago while filming in this area I live. All right. So where was I? So anyway, I talked about the Great Race. I talked about, okay. So Titan's Returns. Because we know Wave 1 is going to be Hardhead, Skullcruncher, Scourge, and Blur, all right? And then that's for the deluxe. And the Wave 1's Voyagers are Galvatron, Sentinel Prime, and then the leader is Optimus Prime and Blaster. Or Power Master Optimus Prime. The leader class is basically Optimus Prime is basically a heavy retool of Ultra Magnus, but with like additional transformation bits and his headmaster and all that stuff. Blaster is an all new mold, and I know they're using that mold for Sound Blaster Soundwave. It comes with Sound Blaster, but I don't think they're going to do a Sound Blaster leader class because and speaking of Blaster, I never got the Voyager original generations like version of that, which was just a repainted retool of Fall of Cybertron Soundwave. That was pathetic in the fact that it never came out in my area. So, and same with his partner, because I still have the Autobot like Cybertron Fall of Cybertron disc. Oh, 5 years, cool. What do you think, Daniel's red screen? Good. I'm here. Oh, hi, Roger. All right. So, for those of you just tuned in, I had a bit of a funny little segment, shall we say, where I just randomly, I was basically, a force field just dragged me over there, and then I came back and I was forced in, then I went back like that. So yeah, but it's okay. I'm gonna check something here actually. Hold on. No, we're good. Thought I got a text message or whatever. What else? I think you should buy beers. Yeah. First, I'm actually gonna try and see if he's out in my area because it's been what 2, 3 years since he came into CGI. No, longer than that, like 4 or 5. I think since I'd like to say season 14 or 15. Sorry, that we saw Peter Sam in CGI. I'm hopeful to find Peter Sam. Same with Duncan, because if and two options, I'm going to go on eBay or whatever, or the Thomas website. Not the wiki, but there's a Thomas and Friends website. You can buy stuff. Or I'm just going to get Trains a New Era and do a Trains episode about it. So, and it's amazing that they did the CGI versions of Thomas. You know, like the characters. It's pretty good. Went to the Day Out with Thomas event today. Oh, hi, J Media. So, uh, so basically, J Media, what happened was it was basically what I said earlier in the live stream. Oh yeah, you went to the Day Out with Thomas event, Roger. How was it? And again, I know I was unable to go. I already explained my reasons in the last live stream, but don't worry. I'm already saving up the money for next year. Yeah. So, um, so you can tell that my beard and my mustache and stuff are growing back because I'm getting ready for the baseball playoffs now. Go Blue Jays. If they win the World Series this year, I'm definitely going to see that. I think it'd be amazing. I prefer Peter Sam season 4 whistle. Yes, I listened to all your videos, Devon, and they're pretty good. What Devon did, basically, everyone was just he found some recordings from the TV series and just you know, in a nutshell, just recorded the whistles, basically. But that's fine. But I'll make sure to credit of course, you, Devon, and the creators behind the whistles. Oh, you got some new railway stuff. Okay, cool. Now, what's interesting is at Chapters, apparently Sam and Logan, the wooden railway Sam and Logan, apparently are exclusive when you buy like books of them or whatever. I think. But they're not in my area for some reason, which is weird. So I'm going to have to find that as soon as I can. Because I like to use them in future episodes. So yeah. Oh yeah. The Doctor Who music, Devon. Yes, I still have that. Don't worry. I'll remember to credit Mr. Gold. So yeah. So as we continue the live stream, we'll have a moment of silence to remember the memory of the following individuals that we've lost over the last year: Leonard Nimoy, the other Star Trek actor. Who else? David Mira, Um, Oscar Taveras, and who else? Oh, and Robin Williams. Amen. Rivera. Okay. Uh, okay. That was a bit off topic, but anyway. Um, so, okay. Sodar's Darkest Hour. That's where I was going through maze in my mind trying to find that. Okay. Sodar's Darkest Hour. Part 4 is still being edited. As I said, the other 3 parts are going. They're done. The thing is that that will not be until late September. I'm intending this to be released. It's much shorter than the 2 films, Thomas the Astrological Opkin, Thomas the Fallen Prime, because they were a combined 18 parts, which in total that'd be probably over 4 hours of film, which is insane. Because the goal for the first film I did, Thomas the Astrological Opkin, was to pretty much tie the where's my 5th viewer? Come back. Tie hi 5th viewer. Tie the running time of Age of Extinction, because that was the exact time frame it was. It was 2 hours and 55 minutes. Sodar's Darkest Hour. Sodar's Darkest Hour is coming along great. Have you heard or played Five Nights at Candy's? No, I have not. And can you make a picture of? Oh yeah, Devon. Yes, thank you for reminding me. The second trailer for The Untold Secret of Daniel, that's being worked on right now. Because right now I'm working on The Legend of the Lost Treasures. What would have been scenarios involving Thomas and Sir Topham? You know, like when Thomas gets scolded and Sir Topham wrongfully blames him for the littlest things he screws up in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Sir Topham Hatt it wasn't out of character. It's like I've had enough of your topernizing, Thomas. So, but yeah, but I promised the second trailer for the second trailer for The Untold Secret of Daniel will be coming soon. I haven't set a time frame for that as well, with all the other projects that I'm working on for the rest of the year, basically, because right now I've also done the script writing for next year's season, which so my title total this year I think is 30. Okay, so right now I have 35 episodes left. All right, I've already uploaded a few of them because they're in continuity with the theme of the season. Oh, my fifth viewer disappeared and came back and stuff again. So if we take a look at we take a look at everything that happens, and we take a look at all the things, and we take a look at all the things, we take a look at all the things. Okay, why? That sounded me. I sound like Fix-It from Robots in Disguise. You know, all the glitches, all the glitches, all the glitches, all the glitches, all the glitches. That I needed that. Okay. After hearing what you did. Oh yes, don't worry. That will. I will make sure to include that in the trailer. I promise. As I said, it's being worked on as we speak. Like a lot of things I've mentioned. So yeah. But I mean, it's going to be interesting. It is a prequel. For those of you who are wondering about The Untold Secret of Daniel, it's a prequel, and basically it takes place after Timothy's death, basically. But this will take place probably. I'm because technically, I'm going to leave Charleston dead in this one, basically. And why I say that is because, like, you're thinking in Sodor's Darkest Hour that that's going to be it for Charleston. No, he's going to be he's going to be he's going to have some more character depth. You know, like on my version basically of Charleston. Um, his color scheme, what you saw at the end of Duck and the Arrogant Shunter, is what I envisioned all along. Was the yellow had the number 105, you know. But yeah. So what else? But don't worry, I will intend. The trailer is going to be intended for probably because the first one I did was like about 45 seconds long. Yeah, 45 seconds long. And most of it was just stock footage and, well, except for Daniel, yeah, some of it was just stock footage and stock imagery from past projects, you know, from, well, actually the Charleston still from the Duck and the Arrogant Shunter, and then the Untold Story Timothy, my version, with, you know, Timothy, and then the scrapyard bit where you saw the second after you see Timothy kill himself. And then the cemetery I made for the LBSC engines. Yeah, like those are just like, because you may have seen like there was like one of them I know was Red Weedle, number 5. So you may see him. Anyhow, so imagine what Timothy would do to stop him if he found out his brother's mistreatment. Oh, you mean like if Timothy were in Legends of the Lost Treasure, found out about Sir Topham Hatt, like, you know, not believing Thomas stuff. I mean, wouldn't that be something? And do you know what's really amazing? Now that I think of King Fan 71's adaptation of Untold Story Timothy, Sir Topham Hatt was told about Timothy, but he wasn't told about, you know, how the viaduct was severed in half. We all know why, because Thomas's driver threw the bomb and Timothy fell to his death again, even though he can't be killed. He's a ghost. He hasn't seen Timothy, not his innocent or his demonic self in Kane Fan 71's adaptation, but that's okay. That will probably happen at some point in my series at some point, where Sir Topham Hatt will see or hear about Timothy's demonic side. And you might see Timothy's innocent and demonic side become separate characters at some point. You never know. Who knows? Who knows? Timothy would ram into Sir Topham's office? But what if the treasure was in there? What if the treasure that Rocky uncovered in Legends of the Lost Treasure, what if that was destroyed? What if Sailor John, who tried to steal the treasure, like what would Sailor John say? Would he transform into John Cena and try to take care of Timothy by himself? No way. Timothy is like, for his class engine, his bio, his backstory, the stuff he's gone through, probably defeat Sailor John Cena in a matter of 5 seconds, which is Tobernizing in itself. But okay, with Sir Topham Hatt, I mean, like, what if Sir Topham Hatt was like, Thomas, why are you painted silver? Why is your number 0? Why, you know? Wouldn't that be something? It'd be funny. And then Timothy would be like, he'd be like, I'm not Thomas, I'm Timothy, you know, that kind of thing. And then somebody would be confused, like, wait, are you the same Timothy that works at the quarry, or you know, that kind of thing. he would steal the treasure while he would just team up with Sailor John and blow up Arlesboro Harbor with the dynamite? You mean like the same dynamite that Thomas, he saved Ryan when, or was he going to use like a nuke, or was he going to use like a master destruction device, or just like, I'm curious. Like Timothy has unique powers, like with his screams and his faces and stuff. But I'm interested to see if he has other powers. Like, as I said in my review, like, does he have telekinesis? Can he? I know he teleports. Like, he can just appear anywhere he goes. Like, literally, he could just, let's say, if I don't know, I'm right by a level crossing, and I turn around, I hear Timothy's whistle, I see Timothy, and I just run for my life. Like, but if I'm past the crossing, and would Timothy try to go off the rails intentionally and try to catch me in that situation, or would magic rails appear or rails that just pop out of nowhere and consume me? And I'm basically technically not killed, but anyway. Oh yeah, I know Devon. Okay, nice, interesting thoughts, J Mania. Interesting. I don't know if we're gonna see Sailor John, by the way, again in the TV series. I know the last we saw of him, Captain arrested him. Well, not Captain, but he and the police arrested Sailor John. And I really hope we see Skiff again, because I think Skiff does not deserve to have like a one-time, one-off thing. I really hope we see him again in an episode all to himself. It'd be so awesome, I think, because Skiff is so underrated. He was the underrated part about that special. Like, not just, I mean, Ryan was great, but poor Skiff. What, 7 scenes to himself. The Arsdale engines, they had their role, which is great. I really hope we get to see the other Arsdale engines, Jock and what's his name, the Diesel there, Frank. Yes, Frank. And yeah, it'd be so cool. It'd be nice. It's good. It'd be interesting, like, because the last we saw Skiff, at the end of the movie, he was giving tours to children and stuff and families, which is great. But I mean, Sailor John on his half, like, is he gonna try and break out of prison, or or maybe the episode is gonna be like, okay, he served his time, you're a free man, go live the rest of your life, that kind of thing. But then he turns evil again, tries to get the treasure, or has another ultimate goal, or maybe he recaptures Skiff, and then he is banished off Sodor, basically. Oh yeah. Sailor Thomas tries him into the sea. Yeah, because remember, Thomas ended up going off the wharf at Arlesboro Harbor, and he ended up in the sea. Pretty much same as Skiff, but Skiff was intentionally turned himself upside down, forced Sailor John off the hull of Skiff. The treasure was lost. Well, it wasn't lost because there was a dive team at the end that retrieved the treasure because it was so heavy. Yeah, I mean, I am an athletic built guy, type of guy, in case you're wondering, because I mean, I work out. I mean, I swim. I have a pool literally like in my backyard, in-ground pool. I practice every day on lifting. It's for future job opportunities, so that's what I'm doing. What do you think of Thomas and Timothy's lines, and can you read them out? Okay, I will read them up. Okay, so basically what Well, Daniel's. This is not what I'm. This is not the actual way I'm going to say the lines. Basically, hello, Daniel. It's been a very long time. What else? It's okay, Daniel. I understand. That kind of thing. So let's see. I meant to the bottom of the 2000 Leagues to Atlantis. Well, the last time we saw Atlantis was in Transformers Cybertron 10 years ago. I know it's the 20th anniversary of Beast Wars, but Transformers Cybertron is 10 years old. That was the final part of the Unicron trilogy. John, proceeded before Cybertron. And then that was the Unicron trilogy. It was interesting because, Megatronus from Robots in Disguise has some of Cybertron Megatron's abilities, like the chest design looks a lot like Transformers Cybertron Megatron. Galvatron. His head looks like his crest looks like G1 Galvatron. So yeah. But as I said in previous years, I don't know if we're going to see him again in season 3. I know, most people are saying, "Oh, he's dead. He's not coming back." He could, though. Let's say Starscream encounters his spirit or what's left of him, and then because remember, Megatron said before he died, he has a source powerful than anything else. So he could potentially be working for Unicron, even though Unicron has technically already been defeated by the end of Transformers Prime and such. So yeah. What else? Oh yeah, for the trailer, yes. I've looked over the line. Sorry guys, I had to take the. Sorry if I'm texting while live streaming, because that's more safe than texting while driving, because Anyway, all these Transformers will be blown up by Michael Bay. Who knows? Something's actually making a. Oh, who knows? Someone is actually making. Okay, cool. That'd be interesting. And actually, Sailor John did cameo at the end of season 3 of my series in the Christmas episode, the very last episode of season 3. He's going to have a major role in season 5 of my series, which will involve Cranky, Skiff, and actually, I said Bolster. He will have a role in my Ghost Train episode, the TV series version of it, the remake / inspired redub. Well, not redub, but I haven't done a redub ever on the channel. If I do, then I'll give it a shot. But yeah, Michael Bay, of course, this is going to be the last time he'll be directing the Transformers franchise. I hope Spielberg or James Cameron does the Transformers series, continues it on into the air, that kind of thing. Because, and with the new director, there'll probably be a new philosophy, not just blowing stuff up like Mythbusters style, even though I've said it technically retired now. I sincerely hope that we have some more character detail with the new director, because Age of Extinction I liked. It was good. I reviewed it the day I came back from the theater watching it. And now that I look back at it, I think maybe they're gonna, because if Megatron technically is Galvatron in Transformers 5, and Galvatron's reformatted back to Megatron from the creators, then how come then does that mean like come back. No way he does. So apparently Barricade's coming back too. I thought he died in Transformers 3. How did he survive the Battle of Chicago? Did he just go into the sewers? Did he? Because my theory is that the Combaticons, because Onslaught is going to be in the film, he is like, we don't know if there's going to be like they're going to combine a Bruticus, because we know there's going to be a Bruticus coming in Galvatron's Revenge. We don't know if that's going to happen in Transformers 5. The thing is this: we know Onslaught's confirmed. All right, Brawl, he died in the first film. My theory is that the other Combaticons, if they're confirmed, Swindle, Vortex, Blastov, they find Barricade. And I commented this on one of my videos. They find Barricade, they upgrading him into his new police car mode. They go to the Laurentian Abyss, they find Brawl's body. They take his head, put it on a new body, and Brawl comes back. They combine the Bruticus. They have a fight. We don't know where. I don't know where they're going to have it this year, like setting-wise. Let's say Arizona. They're in Arizona, fighting. And then what happens is Cade tries to stop him, but Cade injures his shoulder upon impact. So what happens is Squeaks and Bumblebee team up with Hound, and Hound takes him down with a big bazooka. Takes down Bruticus, but they disengage at the last moment and take them down all individually. I think it'd be interesting. And same with, and then meanwhile, Optimus, he finds the creators. Creators scan Optimus as he leaves, creates Nemesis Prime, takes down the Hydra that we've seen in the posters, kills Nemesis Prime. Mark Wahlberg teleports a vessel so that way with the artifact, and then they place it at the heart in the core of Cybertron. Cybertron revived. Beast Era Megatron. Let's say that Megatron is Beast Era Megatron. Scans a jet mode similar to Optimal Megatron's vehicle mode from Beast Machines, the very end of Beast Machines. Transforms, vows revenge on Optimus because the creators created him, or whatever, or makes a deal with him similar to how Lockdown, in Age of Extinction. So yeah, how long's the live stream going for? I don't know. What about J.J. Abrams? Yeah, that could work. Hey Optimus, can you make live streams every day? That'd be awesome. Have you seen Thomas and his associates? I've seen them. They're funny. They're neat. But to answer your question, can you make live streams every day? I'm going to try that actually for. I really don't want to disappoint anyone on this. My intention this year was to make a live stream every day. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case this year. Hopefully next year, because I actually am going to be. I'm going to be heading back to college soon, and I have to finish work for the summer. So, next live stream is going to be. Next live stream could yet be determined because it's gonna be busy. I'm not sure if there'll be one during like the holidays, like near the end of the year. And there's great. If they're not, that's fine. I'll make a video saying, holidays, all that stuff. Favorite Submarine Conflicts episode. There's so many to choose from, actually. They're all so good. I said it has that Transformers Prime feel. Like, because in Transformers Prime, there were deaths. And it wasn't the Vehicons, Breakdown, Dreadwing, Skyquake, who else? Makeshift or Downshift or whatever. The shifter that was the clone of Wheeljack Nemesis Prime. Technically he didn't die, but okay. Silas. Who else died? Clip Jumper. Who else? Well, Bumblebee, but he died for about 5 seconds, and then he came back and killed Megatron. Yeah, Megatron. And who else? The Unicron Rock Lords. Who else? Who else died? Transformers Prime. Where's my 5th viewer? Come back. Don't worry, I'm friendly. But yeah, and I'm sorry, Devrin. I'm really sorry. I didn't. I'm. I'm really apologizing about the live stream business. It's just, again, it's not, I'm not saying this because I like doing live streams. They're cool, and this is like my first year doing them. And I hope to make them better for next year. I mean, this is not the last live stream this year. For those, just to clarify, this is just my last live stream for now until the next one, which will be yet to be determined. And where'd my fourth viewer go? Oh, there you are. Just kidding. When will I get to Trains in New Era? Hopefully during the holidays or New Year's, like next year, like beginning of 2017. So favorite Saturday Conflicts episode, probably the one where Diesel gets killed, like when Diesel makes the sacrifice, because I think it was pretty cool. And Mr. N did, I mean, he deserved to have the fate that he had at, you know, his end, because like he was totally being disrespectful to the railway, to the engines, their top hat, everyone, and you know he got his comeuppance. What goes around comes around. What is your favorite band singer? Oh, well, uh, favorite band. I mean, I like a lot of Headley. I like Nickelback. Marianas Trench. Um, I haven't listened to a lot of One Direction, but if I had to pick one, like one individual who broke the world, who made history in the universe, the galaxy, the Milky Way, the beyond the Ultraverse and the Megaverse and the Galvaverse and the Optiverse and the Cybertron verse. Take a look. Psy. Psy is a legend with his Gangnam Style. That is one of my best, like, that's one of the most epic songs I've ever listened to. And whenever I've asked my friends, they're like, no, that's a terrible song. And I'm like, no, you have to believe me. Because they've listened to it before. I've, uh, yes. Yes, J-Mania. Psy is one of my... Okay, Optimus, can you use Heavens by 21 Pilots for the Dark Untold Secret? Oh, do you mean, is it, oh, like a song? Okay. I will, I'll give it a try. I think it'll work. See if that will work. I'm just gonna make a, I'm gonna do something here. Just gonna do a little addition here. I wasn't trying to kayak, everyone. I was trying to hold my balance so I wouldn't fall off my chair. What else? Okay. So my fifth viewer is gone. We'll wait for him to come back, whoever he is or she. I don't know. Do you know that Peter Sands? Different? No. I will deal with Bob the Builder, please. It's I'll get my agent to take care of Bob the Builder. I promise. He's so friendly. He's never called. Anyway. He's never let a single person down in his career. And if he does break that streak, it's probably going to be me. But that's okay. Oh, the music of the crowds. Okay. Did you know the Peter Saint special file is not as good as it? Well, it's interesting because remember, for those of you who don't know about Peter Sam's special funnel, he had his accident with the trucks because Sir Handel played a trick on Peter Sam because he's like, oh, I'm overworked. And he pretends to be sick. Peter Sam does his work. The trucks play a trick. They think it's you know, things are handled, crashing him, damages funnel. But then it's left unrepaired until the special funnel episode, which makes it kind of it's interesting, and also it was kind of funny because it's like the way it wobbled. It's like trying to pry out a tooth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like a baby tooth coming out. You know, and a special funnel is like an adult tooth, in a sense. Narrator, hint, hint, wink, wink. All right. So yeah. What else? What else can I talk about here? What? Oh, Devrin, look. Man. I think like okay. Oh man. Devrin. Look, it's I will get in contact with Bob. I don't think it needs to go to that escalation point of tobernizing Bob. Like, I've never had a client get tobernized by my agent. All right, and Bob gets tobernized. He's tobernized. All right, he'll clearly be tobernized. Anyway, so changing gears, Roger, how was day one of the day out with Thomas? Like, I know you got some Wind Railway stuff you mentioned earlier in the stream. Like, what stuff did you buy? What else? Okay. So, okay. Who's going to be my next guest? You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm taking him out of hibernation just because. Dust his top off here. And here we go. This is apparently this is a Power Rangers Combiner Wars Ultra Class Solar Streak Megazord. Why did I say Combiner Wars? That came after Mystic Force. Yeah, electronics still work. It's a bit dusty, but I still love him. He's a definite keeper if you are collecting Power Rangers. I was going to get Power Rangers. I grew up watching the TV shows, but then I lost interest when Transformers came out, or when I watched Transformers Energon Cybertron. That was so cool. I wish I had Energon Landmine and most of the Cybertron, like, disintegrated on me every time I opened the box. Like, pins would come out and plastic would break. Leader Class Megatron was just like the antennas would pop off and wouldn't pop back on. The joints were like the stress joints were like weak. It was knockoff quality. Sold in a store. It never said knockoff. Anyway. What do you think of Nickelodeon sitcoms and movies? Sitcoms and movies. They're interesting. They're funny. I like that. It's unique for the kids, for the younger audience. I mean, for me, if I have a child, which I am, I mean, I am in a relationship. For those you don't know, like I am dating someone, but we haven't. Like, if I have a child, which I don't know if I will, then I think it'd be nice for him or her. When will the next live stream be? Next live stream, Roger, yet to be determined. But, and I apologize, Roger, about what Devrin's saying in the chat. I think he has this interesting take on why I've hired Bob the Builder every chair. So hopefully I get this rectified once I end the stream. Because you don't want to see me get enraged at Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder has never done anything bad in his life, as I said. So, anyway. What would you think of Dino Charge team up with Super Mega Force? That would be interesting. I mean, because we had a three-way crossover one time with Mystic Force, Ninja Storm, and SPD, I believe. Yes, those three against all the villains from those respective continuities and took them out one shot. That's how good the Power Rangers were. They took them out one shot.